This concert or an edible rendition of a scene from the Titanic movie? Well, the home of gingerbread houses, Sweden, has been holding a gingerbread competition, and entrants offered up just that. One even made a cottage that they said had been damaged by a fire. Another had a gingerbread house that was being taken over by nature. You can see that one there. Pretty impressive edible works, I have to say. Well, let's turn now to today's Focus Report, and it brings us to Indonesia, the largest Muslim country in the world. It's using religion as a way to fight climate change. While most of the population remains sceptical as to the dangers of global warming, mosques are starting to go green when it comes to energy use, and they are making recycling waste not just a
ono sa tsama sente ka dibajelo ka dikgantsa dipula mme maabane le mosoro tswango di karolo dingwe tsa la tsela botswana di temagala jalo pula e leng gore ke tsa ke na magatsana jaaka o itse gore re sa sola jalo gore e kana ka tseleng jalo a ke tsora ke wena manokonoko a the what is happening in Mozambique kana ja mme ba tapola pio supa jalo gore there is 30% to 40% chance of rainfall mo tsa tsela go mpikola mosupolo ke tsa ke re di gakolo ke tsone tse tsa gore a o ne tsa jalo gone gore o itshiretse tota ga jalo mo diganyeng tsone tse tsa dipula tse di heteletse mosokone wa mosupolo go thiraganya ke yona dumela botswana re ha ka ditebolo thotetso go tswa go ba botswana post nna ka lena ke bidela jalo gote Bernard Magaso kere. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is going to be another epic motivational Monday jaaka o itse gore mosole moso wa mosupolo mo dumela botswana re go ha jalo di gakololo tse di bua jalo ka dikgantse tsa motivation kana tsa bo gakololo tsa boitanape mme moso go mpiko na kgetsele ke lala o eleng gore o digela jalo
This is my final day.
How has it been? Let's take a minute.
It's been a great year, actually. You know,
yeah.
I think one of the biggest things that I learned and appreciated this year is our literary world. Like from the literature awards that were happening this year, I can gladly say my favorite book that I read this year has won an award at the literature awards. I'm so excited that Thabo Katulo with Shate. That's one book I couldn't put down. Your books,
it deserves something.
It deserves all, you know, that. So everybody who won, congratulations to you. That is my takeaway from this year. I got to hear your minds, I got to read your words, and I got to resonate with it also. I can close up on a Monday.
On a Monday? I mean, who does that?
Who does that?
Lala comes to work for 2 hours and leaves, and we let January. And I think it has been not necessarily a bumper, but it's been fun, it's been educational.
It's been a very exciting,
yes, it has been.
year.
You know,
shocking.
Sports-wise, financially, like the people have spoken. Therefore, if they've spoken, we can only believe that they've spoken actually in a positive note. How do we change? So we're
getting into the new year with a lot of positivity and hope that we can do a lot more in this world. There's this small country that is doing powerful and magnificent things. This is the year that has showed you. 2025, we hope that you take that energy and now you bring it so the world must know more of us. On the DUMELA Botswana Breakfast Show, proudly sponsored by Botswana Post. It is a beautiful Monday where we talk about all things great. And now, I'm a very hopeful person. I'm one of those people that try to foster great relationships. Wait, okay. You're getting into the festive season. But are those relationships that we've avoided throughout the year because it's very hurtful. So now we're talking about the spirit of forgiveness. I mean, when we're talking about Christmas, we're talking about love, we're talking about family. And now we're talking about the spirit of forgiveness in terms of healing old wounds. So we're going to start talking about how can we better have that conversation with our loved ones. How can we say that how can we leave 2024 and with our relationship? I think that's a very important conversation, and it is important to have it today. mentally.
And I hope with that healing of old wounds doesn't come with new wounds now.
I hope it doesn't come with new wounds.
Never.
So better to navigate it
Exactly.
the right way.
The right way, exactly.
And when
Yes, I'll be hosting the good people of BIHL Trust, Babu Angeloka, the road safety campaign that they'll be hosting in collaboration with Botswana Police Service. There's a lot of movement on the roads. Therefore, there has to be people taking care of us on the roads. Imagine.
Imagine, and also,
taking care of you.
Now we have to take care of ourselves. So, especially now that it will be raining. I know you mentioned Cyclone Chida that will be feeling the remnants this week. So, we also have Botswana Police Service on standby at exactly 6:30 talking about the traffic update. But what during this festive season?
Yes, and Karobosera is 5 minutes away with the sports update. She'll be here to give it all to you in the next 5 minutes. If you want to improve your mobility and stability, this is the leg exercises from Janelle Moeng. Mouth is part of your body, therefore it also needs a bit of refurbishment.
The one mistake many people make, they go up and down without fully contracting your quads, okay? Your quads, which is here, all right? So, legs apart, sort of facing that way, because I want us to target your outer quad and the teardrop, okay? And obviously the glutes, which is going to be the buttocks, I guess, yeah? Okay, so you look forward. So when you're squatting, always pretend there is a wall behind you, okay? So I don't want to see you doing this, kind of doing this, okay? You make sure that your back is leaned against the wall, you're straight, and as you go up, you contract your quads and squeeze, okay? So you don't do this, but you contract so that mauto akago aberek, right? Yeah? You don't need weight. Even in the comfort of your home, you can do this hella effective. Okay, are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's go down. 1 and contract. Squeeze. 2, squeeze. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice one. How does that feel? Feels good, huh? Okay, now I want us to work more of the hamstring and still on the teardrop and the glutes. So that we are reverse lunge. So reverse lunge, same thing applies. Your back, make sure it's leaned against the imaginary wall. Don't lean forward, okay? So it's 1, you bring the knee down and back. 2, you bring the knee down and back. Okay, I lost the balance there. All right, are you ready? Let's look at your right leg. Okay, let's go. In 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Bring the knee down. 1, back. 2, make sure you control your breathing. 3, 4, 5. So make sure you bring the knee down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Shake it off. Shake it off. Or doing a jump squat. Okay? I don't want us to jump too high. I just want us to do this. Because we want every person who is paying a exercise like it. It doesn't need you to jump as high as us, but you can jump. Yeah? Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, and let's go. 1, up, 2, up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Shake it off. Just shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. All right. Now we're going to finish it off with a bit of abs, but at the same time is stretching. Okay? So you need to stretch, you need to make sure your muscles, especially after each exercise you do at home.
So mo tsatsing la mosupolo go ta ke tsa sebaka se ke godimo disebe ke go amogela ke bua karabo Miss Kebo Senata ba le mmogo mo go tsa metshameko me re tsana hala ka thamallo mo go tsone le bella jalo tsa mabelo a dipitsi jaaka the Honorable Minister of Sport and Art yo e leng gore gape ke mo parlamente wa kgaolo ya Takatokwane Mr Kelebeng a bua jalo ka bothokwa ja gore government ga mmogo jalo the private sector ba support jalo horse racing re Kelebeng o ne a bua se ya ka nne go tshwere one mabelo a dipitsi ka go motseng wa Motokwe a tlhalosa jalo gore this is one sporting code which has the great potential to create economic opportunities for the people and youth of Motokwe ga mmogo jalo le metse e mabapi o na tlhalosa se the official opening of the 7th edition of the Champions Cup horse race in Israel gone jalo ka go Motokwe o ka tsalo gore gareng ga ba le gore bana ba le gone ka go ene le the chief executive officer ba le khotela Botswana National Sport Commission ke ba jalo ka re Tuelo Serufo o tlhalosang gore go bothokwa gore bereke mmogo e le bone ba Botswana horse racing to transform it into a fully fledged member of the Botswana National Sport Commission. PTV Sport was there.
Re simolotse go ngoka mahatsi metshameko e re re nne le baeng go tswa ko Lesotho re nne le baeng go tswa ko Afrika Borwa re nne le baeng go tswa ko Namibia o seo ke so se re tshwantseng re so pele diata ka gore ke sone se se godisang isolelo ya rona ke sone se se godisang metshameko ya rona ntse le bona dikomponi bo Sambet dikomponi di thomaganela di bona so seo se supa gore bone ba private sector kana dikomponi ha di golaganye le government e bile di goraganye le batho di katisa so se sente se leng gore se ka tšhentšha matshelo a batho.
Key benefit ye le gore re talk about BMC is to formalize the horse racing industry, to help our formalize horse racing industry in the country and look at infrastructure and help us get money from the government, even from private sector. Redevelop Mabada, Renele headquarters, ya horse racing in the country. That's my key desire, to see it happening.
Hence, Jalo entitled to the benefits of the National Sport Association. They are the bona, issues about capacity development, issues about to develop infrastructure, about annual subvention. Yet, it to Baka Rulahanga the competition already by red rent. Maybe I will rabon Hohaisa Jack about Diramo Nakonya.
Mo tse re ba le go gotela Botswana Sport Association ba leng gore mo tsetsi la maabane ba ne ba wetsa jalo the 19th edition of the national finals. The DMSS club in Nabone, the champions of this national championships. Maraga gore ba ikwanyetse dintlha di le 3203 ba sa le ka ba simolla jalo ka tsatsi la boraro go ne go bala jalo mo tsatsi la maabane ene le national championship e nang jalo le ditlhopha di le harabobedi tse supa tsa mono gae le setlhopha se le sengwe se se tswang jalo ka kwa lehatsheng la Zimbabwe. Gore ba hetsa jalo on position 1 stopper sa DMSS re ne ra bona jalo stopper sa propellers ele bone ba hetsa jalo mo maemong a bobedi ga re ga ditopha tse leng gore di ne di le teng gona jalo le BDF Dolphins ke itse le gore gape gona le Gaborone Aquatics gona le jalo le Kubu e leng gore e tswa jalo ka ko Francistown gona jalo le ditopha tse dingwe tse leng gore di ne di le teng jalo se se tswang jalo ka ko Bulawayo ele tsone tse leng gore di ne di le teng mo ba bona jalo bone ba DMSS ba leng gore e heditse jalo ele the champions. As usual, PTV Sport was there.
We asked coach to put the second fastest first and the fastest at the end, and like so that we can catch up in between.
We're not going to swim as well that we're supposed to swim. I'd like to congratulate all of the other clubs. They did a sterling job. The increased competition is helping us get better. But I think key things is the investment we're putting into our program and also investment into not only our swimmers but also our coaches. We have young citizen coaches that are doing a fantastic job. So investing in them, training them, empowering them are some of the key things that are making the difference.
Elizona jalo tsa swimming DMSS ka February ha ba sore jalo the national championships in number 1 number 2 in Stopper Propellers. The competition is always between those two clubs.
And my expectation for this championships, I thought Propellers would actually, because from the previous interviews as February there is no more DMMS, and I realized kana history will always support so congratulations to DMMS Propellers
Are you part of them? There's nothing wrong with it though.
No, it's soft sport. So nothing else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know how to swim?
I don't.
Come on, man.
I
you
don't.
know people from Propellers and you can't swim.
No, I don't know how to swim to even save my life. I don't even think I like water.
Are tsa jalo mo tsa re tsane mo tsa khole ya dina re bella jalo metshameko ya First Division South ya ka Nesta Pasa Toronto Notwane ba ne ba kopane jalo le Prisons 11 tsamekala jalo ka go SSG go simolotse jalo Nesta Pasa Prisons 11 e nna bone ba ntha go nosa Mr Pasa Notwane ba boa mo motshamekong o ba fanya Nesta Pasa sa the Waters ka notse tharo go elengwe motshameko eleng gore Notwane ba hile jalo two penalties.
Yeah, one outside the box, one obviously inside the box. Mo ileng gore batshameki ba Prisons 11 ba ipeletsa ile gore gona gana tota le dintwa tota magana ga ba etele pele ba Prisons ba tshameki ga mmogo le the referees o ke tsang kere see one of those things that you want to see. Me ka yone tselentse jalo Notwane highlights e henya motshameko no ka no tse tharo go ile nngwe.
We even struggled to do the interviews because when go le mathata
ba mobuto bothoko.
But at the end of the day we had to do what we had to do.
Yeah.
It was a very tough game. We actually digged deep to score those 3 goals. You know, one team is leading. At the same time, when we are fighting for that goal, it was very, very difficult for us. But at the end of the day, my boys showed character. They fought all the way, and they actually fought all the way to give us the 3 points.
I think we played very well, and it's just that in the second half we lapsed. We were supposed to manage the game very well despite all these factors. So I think we were supposed to manage it very well, but some of these things we can't control them. But we played well. Congratulations to Notwane.
Motshameko ene e tsweletse pele ga sone motshameko le no so no tshamekiwa re bella jalo Beni madu ya motshameko mengwe ne tshamekiwa jalo ele ya First Division South.
Just to pass Prisons 11 ba re tlo jalo kgatalo Notwane ka no ile ngwe go tse tharo mme ka go jone gone re bone jalo jone Young Stars ka tsela la bothano e samga jalo le Sand Diamonds mme jone Young Stars ya ga rashanga Sand Diamonds ka no tse tharo go le hela go tlokwe gone go VDC ground re bone jalo Tlokwe United playing against Holy Ghost mme Tlokwe United e nya mosameko o ka no tse pedi go le hela that's nqa yone e ne tse jalo ke UB Hawks ko ga e ko tsa bo mme ra bona jalo that's nqa la thela jalo gone go ga e ko ka no ile ngwe go le hela magosi yone e jalo jalo ka go la thela tota. This is not a good run for Magosi ja ka ba la thela ka no ile ngwe go le hela kgatano le Taung Young Strikers Police 11 yone e samga jalo le City Paula mme e gona go hanya mosameko o ka no tse tharo go ile ngwe o ke tsa ke no samga jalo gona ka ko Otse Police College.
Yes re tswa jalo mo go tsa South le ba le jalo First Division North gore bone ba tshamekile ka tselentseng jang sa BR Highlanders ba sameka maleka 1-1 le Motlakase Calendar Stars le Peacemakers di re bana Calendar Stars e fanya mosameko o ka no elengwe go le fela mbala ka Lungu ba ne ba fengwa ke Makongulu Peswa ka no tse pedi go le fela ha tsa bothe e ne fanya 11 Angels ka no elengwe go le fela Center Green e fanya Real Brothers ka no elengwe go le fela Sankoyo Bushbucks e ne le kwa gae fengwa ke Tsikinya ga Tigers ka no tse pedi go elengwe Sapa sa tsa bothe ke bana ba le gore ba santse ba le go godimo bana jalo le 14 points Center Green 13 points Makongulu Peswa 12 points BR Highlanders bana jalo le 12 points 11 Angels bana le 11 points on spot number 5 number 6 ke Calendar Stars bana jalo le 10 points mo le balla kota se kwa ke Stapa sa Tsikinya ga Tigers ba le gore bana jalo le 4 points bone ro komele bo mogolo a bone gore bone metshameko a bone tsamaile ka tselentseng ya go simolotse hela ka tsatsi la mathatso jaaka nne re le ka ko BPSC setlhopha sa Gaborone United jalo sa Flamingos setlhopha seo sa the Reds o bona nno ya ntha ya ga Mothusi Johnson ba tsa keta pele setlhopha seo sa Gaborone United ka nno yone yo ya ga Mothusi Johnson makgatlhano le sa Flamingos, a beautiful goal indeed memena re ga ska ga mago setlhopha seo sa the Reds ba tswalla jalo ka go nosa ke itselo garang ga balong gore ba ne ba nosa ke o mona mo ditshwantsong tsa go thata ya one kgamanyane ke mongwe ba ile gore ba ne ba nosa o he motho a kare he has found his scoring boots Messi kgamanyane o na no setsa setlhopha seo sa Gaborone United motho a iputsa re sa Flamingos moraga gore ba kobe jalo Mandla Mpofu. What is happening at that team? Setlhopha seo sa Gaborone United ba hela ba fenya motshameko o ka notse nne go lefela mme o ka itse gore metshameko ena pele le motsetsi la maabane ka VTM arena ne re bona jalo the bottom place the enough Flamingos ba ne ba le gona ka ko ba fengwa ke Nico United ka no le ngwe go lefela bona beautiful beautiful from the Majombolo ele jalo motshameko wa setlhopha sa Nico United Sithibe nna no setsa setlhopha seo sa Majombolo ma 14 ane a boala mo motshamekong ba le kalekanya dinno ma go ira jalo 1-1 mme ya re motshameko la tota motho a ka re o setse o wela ke ha setlhopha sa Nico United ba no sa nno ya bone ya phenyo go fenya motshameko ka notse pedi go elengwe a ruto jalo ba katisi ba tsa Gaborone United Pontsho Meloi ka mago jalo le Nicola Kavajovic ele mokatisi wa setlhopha sa Flamingos.
A little bit too big result according to everything that we saw on the field. First, third and fourth goal are just individual mastery, nothing else. Their first, third and fourth goal didn't came as a team play. It was individual actions that we couldn't prevent, and the second goal we met, two our players made a huge mistake, but no objections. They will play next game. Mistakes are happening, and we will forget already tomorrow, and we will turn to Galaxy game next week.
We were very good. I thought we are deserved winners. I thought we did most of the things correctly. I thought we did what we had to do. Yeah, well, here and there you could still argue to say we could have scored even 2-3 more because we had 2-3 clear chances with the goalkeeper to beat. But it wasn't to be. But also we can be greedy. We can be greedy and ungrateful. We are happy for the result 4-0 and 0 behind. 3 points, 4 wins out of 4. So we are happy.
Come on, there's no reason you can't be happy. Pero molo me arabela msamika mngene samika jalo nerpona ka mathatsa security systems afengwa ke extension kana ska note pede go elengwe VTM efengwa ke Kasongo way ba re ibitsa lo setlhopha sa traffic ka no elengwe go lefela Major Galaxy mochidisana Chiefs isemka maleka a 1-1 Chadibe efengwa ke Matebele ka note pede go lefela motsatsi la maabane ra bana jalo BDF 11 scoring at the death of the encounter against Township Plus go sameka maleka 1-1 Mia ka bonye Nico United efenya ina Flamingo Santos ka notse pedi go elengwe traffic e go godimo ena le 25 points Gaborone United 24 points Mema Palestina ba mo spot number 3 ba le 22 points John Galaxy 20 points Mochirisana Chiefs 18 points on spot number 5 number 6 ke Swa Flamingos ka 17 VTM 15 points on spot number 7 number 8 ke Stapasa Rapa United ba le gore ba garela top 8 ba na le 15 points Matebele ba na le 14 points Nico United ba na jalo le 14 points on spot number 10 number 11 BDF 11 ka 11 points Mr. Pasa Morupule bana jalo le 10 points ora la 10 games played 10 points every game they get a point extension gana spana le 9 points security systems on spot number 14 bana le 9 points Chadibe bana le 5 points ina Flamingo Santos bana le 3 points at the bottom game tse go stoppa sengwe gore se khagale le mokatisi
ke se kana o ka tasiwa go sekwa
security systems
and it's that season this year me bona ba didimentse hela bua jalo ka mokatisi. Why do you feel dumela go kana ora ka gore go ntse go diragala jang gore
aba diege ba monoga
nya monoga ga go digi
they don't waste time but anyway batsela maabane Stapasa Rapa United ba letse ba sameka game 3 of 6 ha re ba msameko ya the Confederations Cup ya ka nne ba tshameka maleka lefela le setlhopha sa Giraffe setlhopha se se tswang jalo ka kwa lehatsheng la Senegal se se raya gore setlhopha seo sa the Ostriches ba na jalo le 2 points from 3 games played hela jaaka setlhopha sone sa Giraffe ba ile gore le bone ba na jalo le 2 points from 3 games played e le one metshameko e le ya CAF Confederations Cup. There was nothing really happening that much in that encounter. Straight away, let's hear from the coaches.
Tshamekile sente because o ka lebella wa 3 games tse re setse re tshamekile so far o ka di lebella sente o ka gakologela from the first game re lositse heavily. Second game we got a draw. There was no enough creation of chances, but if you look at today's game, we applied ourselves really well because it was too hot. We needed to take the game to Giraffe from the first minute. That's what we did, and we created a couple of chances. If you counted, we had clear 4 chances that we could have scored, and last minutes towards halftime, we needed to manage the energy levels because it's too hot. So I'm happy with the way the boys they applied themselves. I'm happy with the way we pushed, especially towards the last minute. We finished very strong. We created a lot of chances. So it's something very positive.
Football is a 3 result. Maybe you win, maybe you draw, maybe you lose. But today I have I prepared my game. I have maybe today I win because the first half I meet a strong player. Every time I put the ball in the penetration, I have the occasion French, no score. After the second half, the coach is changed. The coach operate. He sees the game. He changed 3 players. Opera is better. After the match change, maybe Opera have occasions, Giraffe have occasions. After the game, draw 0-B. Maybe no good result for me, but it's football. I accept.
Le ba katisi jalo ba dithapa tsa ka bobedi ke ba jalo ka setlhopha sa Giraffe ga mmogo le Rapa United a re tsamaano ga e rogo go tata ebile pele re tsamaano ga setlhopha sa USM Alger ba le gore then the same group le Rapa United bele tse ba fenya setlhopha sa Asak Mimosa ka nno tse tharo go le fela a re komela ka South Africa gore ba tshamekile jang over the weekend. It all started on Friday ya ka setlhopha sa AmaZulu ba ne ba tshameka jalo motshameko wa bone mo ke tselo motshameko wa bone madu ya bone ne re bona jalo setlhopha sa Chipa United ba khona go fengwa ke Cape Town City ka nno lengwe go le fela. SuperSport United e fenya Magezi ka nno lengwe go le fela. Mena re bana jalo Golden Arrows e fengwa ke Richards Bay ka e lengwe go le fela. Mo tsela go mpe ko motshameko ta bo tshameko ya tabo o le mongwe hela ha setlhopha sa Kaizer Chiefs ba amogelwa ke TS Galaxy. Kick-off time is 3:30. Good luck Makosi. Are ya jalo ka ko the English Premier go lebella jalo gore go tshamekile ka tsela ntse jang over the weekend ne re bana jalo setlhopha sa Liverpool ba leka kwa Anfield go ile gore bana ba tshameka maleka a setlhopha sa Fulham. I really take this result. 17th minute Robertson decided to get a red card and Liverpool played with 10 men until end of that game. Mina re bana Arsenal e tshameka maleka le fela le Everton. Newcastle e fenya Leicester City ka notse nne go le fela ha Wolves e kubile mokatisi bana ba fengwa ke Ipswich ka nno tse pedi go elengwe. Nottingham Forest at the death ba no sa go fenya Aston Villa ka nno tse pedi go elengwe. Mo tsela maabane ne re bana setlhopha sa Brighton ba fengwa ke Crystal Palace ka nno tse tharo go elengwe. Me motshameko mongwe ne le tene re bana jalo Manchester United. Yeah, clap hands for Manchester United, guys. Manchester United beating Manchester City. It's very tough. If I was him, I was going to resign.
What is going on?
A good dancer knows when to leave the stage.
What is going on?
Things are not.
He's losing the dressing room now. You can actually see.
Yeah, it looks like players are sabotaging him.
Yes.
Like they're not there.
Yeah.
Minarbana Chelsea in a fenya Brentford can note pediho ilungu ha Southampton. But never fengwa ke Tottenham Hotspur can note tano go le fela. Matila go mpe go motshameko mongwe hela ha Bournemouth e tabe kopana le setlhopha sa West Ham. a re kgagane ka tsela ntseng jalo mo go tsa metshameko re kopana le tsone kgante jana ga re taba re amogela jalo ba Spiking Stars ba e leng gore ba heditse e le the silver medalist mo the just ended Zone 6 volleyball tournament hosted by Botswana. Ha re tswa ka Naledi ga mmogo jalo le Bernard ba go lekolela jalo seemo sa ntlha sa pharakano sa tsatsi la Mosupologo.
Splashing into summer fun where laughter echoes and adventure awaits. Picture this, kids soaring through the air, twirling and swirling in a whirlwind of excitement, from gravity-defying slides to dizzying spins that make you feel alive. Every moment is a burst of joy and thrill. Get ready for endless smiles, heart-pounding action, and memories that will last a lifetime. Welcome to Rabane Family Fun Villa, where every splash, spin, and smile is just the beginning of the ultimate family adventure.
Rabane Family Fun Villa ke leholo la itiso bodutu la mogolo le ngwana ba golo ba taka bana ba bone ba tise bana go tla ja monate kana ba tilo ja monate le bana gona le meriti ha le mente gona le di shade mogolo gona ta iketa mo loaning go wa itshwetse cooler box ya gagwe rena le di rights tse di harologaneng di rights tsa rona di accommodate go the mogolo le ngwana rena le bo roller coaster na le bo human gyroscope na le bo flying fighter jets bo zip line bo carnival swings bo mushroom tower bere na le water park re santse re develop mele le re santse re develop yana ECI gra re ra develop means ECI million ka bo yone ka rena le di swimming pool tse tharo rena le swimming pool ya bana ba banyenyane di toddlers bere na le swimming pool ya di teenager bere na le swimming pool ya bagolo ka gore gantsi yana ba ga rate go kopakopanya mogolo a swima le ngwana ga re a se so se re se rotetsang thata di swimming pool tsa rona di na le di slide.
At Rabane Family Fun Villa, safety is the top priority. Picture relaxing under the shade surrounded by lush green scenery and beautifully landscaped lawns. While enjoying a picnic, there is a peace of mind in knowing that children are well cared for. Every child is securely buckled up before each ride, ensuring a safe and enjoyable experience. A dedicated staff is always on hand, ready to assist with a fully stocked first aid kit for added reassurance. With vibrant trees and charming thatched huts, every corner of this family fun villa is designed for family fun. Enjoy the laughter, the adventure, and the safety, all in the heart of nature at Rabane Family Fun Villa.
Zipline ya rona e pega bana e pega bagolo no matter the weight, it is just 5 meters up, and then o pega motho a le one wa apara di harness tse ke tsone tse a itshwarela mo tsone ke tsone tse no gore they are very safe. O tla ba a rella ka tsone a ya go wela ka go le mo ba mokapa ba mogolosa chocho train ke a bana ke terenanyana ya go giwa ke ka ya dikologa bana ba ntse mo teng ba ja monate. Re na le roller coaster ke ya terena e dikologanyana ya go godimo ya go tlase. Roller coaster yone e palamiwa ke mongwe le mongwe e palamiwa ke batsadi palamiwa ke bana ha ena age limit ha ena weight limit. Re na le carnival swing ke tsenya bana ya la ba le bantsi le family yote ba le bo 12 and then ya dikologa ya la jacket normal swing, but it's a nice carnival swing. Re na le di dikuta tsone bo dikuta di quad bike. Re na le gyroscope ke pegang bana ke di fly machine yana ya dikologa le one ya dikologa ya go godimo ya go tlase. Ha se gore ka di ride tsa rona ka bontsi ke tsa bana so ke tsa bagolo le bana, it's for family.
At Rabane Family Fun Villa, every moment offers a chance to create lasting memories. Whether seeking adrenaline, or relaxation, there's something for everyone. Picture zipping through the trees on an exhilarating zip line or soaring like a jet pilot in a thrilling flying fighter jet experience. Those looking for excitement can enjoy a heart-pounding roller coaster and a thrilling human gyroscope that will surely get adrenaline pumping. But it's not all about speed. Unwinding on a beautiful lawn makes it for a delightful picnic or family gatherings under charming shaded spots. Laughter and fun await at the Mushroom Tower and Carnival Swings, creating great memories for kids and adults alike. Gather family and friends and immerse in a day full of fun, laughter, and endless possibilities. Come and experience an unforgettable adventure.
The breakfast show on a Monday morning, and you know it is motivational Monday. We are so serious, and you are doing it with the best of intentions and with the right heart. And talking about that, we are getting into a very sensitive topic, which is dealing with old wounds. We are going back into the festive period, meaning we're going back home. And we're going to meet those people that we've been avoiding throughout the year, because the last time we saw them, there was a fight, there was something going on. And to help me take me through this conversation is a transformational coach, sorry about that, by the name of Patricia Nkwane. Hi, Patricia.
Hi, Ma, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing awesome.
Oh, it's okay. Ke rata lentswe la gago ka re ke lone le batho ba ka le reetsa nga re tse re bua ka dikgang tse di ntsenyana. Thank you so much. All right, we're talking about unresolved issues, right? It could be family, but let's focus on family. From your immediate to extended family, rago kopana. That's the norm during the festive period, Christmas. It's time for family. But there are those things that have happened before, and they are going to resurface again. Why do we have such issues?
Okay. So firstly, note that we spend, most of the time, we spend our year out of our home villages, out of the family setup and gatherings most of the time. And then holidays are times whereby now we get to engage with family. We all come home. And festive season is actually the longest of the holidays that we get to enjoy with family. So basically meaning this is where now a lot of suppressed emotions, unresolved issues come into play. And the same group of people that we are now going to spend time with, some of them we share wounds with. Some of them are the people that bruised us. So basically meaning now emotional flashbacks are bound to happen. You get to sit in the same room with an uncle that you know you share a wound. He did you something, you know. And often at times, again, we have a family setup whereby our family setup has no room for, you know, confrontations and talking about issues and consulting on issues. So most of our issues go unsolved. So basically our escape is now moving to our houses in the cities, moving to our homes in the towns, and then we get to suppress it with work and everything. So now you have so many days of waking up and sitting with those people, going in family gatherings, and emotional flashbacks are bound to happen.
As you're talking now, it's becoming, it feels like it's a trigger, not because of certain things, but I know a lot of people that are afraid to go back home or dread this moment, or you know you're going to meet people that have did you wrong, right? I want to take a couple of days back. Now we are preparing to go home. Take us through how you can mentally prepare yourself for what you're about to go through during that, before we can say, okay, now I'm going to try resolve this issue. How can you mentally be okay, or we cancel, this is what I am going to deal with?
Okay, so firstly, let me start off here. It's not mandated that you have to go. So if you are still in a space where you feel I'm still bleeding and I'm bound to be triggered and I'm about to come back, not feeling the same or not the same person, or I've done some work in me and I know going back there is bound to trigger me, it's not mandated that you go. But when you choose to go again, it's very important that first you seek counseling. And also it's very important that you go into a space of surrounding yourself with, you know, people that you know there'll be a call away, that you know you can talk to. Even when you are home again, take some time off to be on your own, to deal with whatever that's coming up, the triggers that might be coming. And also have a set of your non-negotiables. This is what I can do, this is what I can take in, and this is what I cannot take in. Have your boundaries set and commit to your non-negotiables.
Most of the times, I've seen a lot of people avoid this because it's a very uncomfortable, you know, opening up, you know, wounds. It's very uncomfortable for a lot of people. What is the importance of saying that, as much as I know I've spent so many years dealing with it, it's uncomfortable, but I have to deal with it at any point because this is how I grow. Can we talk about the importance of saying that, okay, there's a time, and today maybe I don't feel like it, but it is a time to say that let's open up this old wound so we can heal this wound.
Okay, so it's important for us to know that any wound that is not treated at the right time eventually begins to rot. And when the wounds of the heart begins to rot, they produce all sorts of bitterness, just like your normal wound. The moment this into all this, you know, things you don't just want, even the smell itself. And same as the wound of the heart, the emotional wounds. The moment it stays long, untreated, eventually you end up bleeding on the same people you want to protect. Eventually you end up bleeding on the innocent people. And if ever you are staying with your children, I don't want to deal with whatever, you realize that eventually you start bleeding. Eventually you become what you are avoiding to them. So sometimes it's very important that you allow yourself to confront issues and to heal, so you can better you for the people by this is the people that I love, and also better yourself for you as well. Because because even in those family gatherings, it's you are trying to avoid, or you are trying to stay, you are looking forward to sitting with. But you're not going to avoid all those people because of one person. So there comes a time where now you have to bolden up and say, enough is enough, I need to deal with this. For me and for the people that I love. For me and for my work and for everything that concerns me. Because your business is an extension of you. If you are unwell emotionally, you end up bleeding on the same business. Your finances, you end up bleeding on your finances. So it's important that we reach a level where we say, okay, I need to confront this and I need to heal.
All right. There's a psychologist, Carl Rogers, and he says that unresolved issues will come out in an uglier way. So somehow, somewhere, you need to deal with an issue so that eventually,
because even that wall always crumbles when you least want it to. So imagine after building and building whatever that you've built, in a point whereby you are triggered when you don't want, when you are actually not even looking for a trigger, in a moment whereby now you have to have it all together, and then it blunders and breaks up everything.
That really breaks my heart. Okay, so yeah, Nung, I'm now, I've prepared myself. I'm ready to deal with this issue. I come to the table. How do you deal with some or situations where because this is something that is long overdue, or this is a conversation we need to have, and you are not ready to have that conversation? How do I prepare myself but the next person may not be ready to have that conversation with me?
Okay, so here's where we start. Don't manage them, manage you.
Okay.
Don't try to change them, try to change you. The conversation will go a different way if you are coming trying to change them or trying to go like, you know, you did this, you're supposed to do it, that you're supposed to apologize, you're supposed to, because unless it's so when now you are bound to, because when now you're the head, you are bound to carry, still have memories of what happened like it happened yesterday. And then the person, I've had one client of mine sometime back, she had gone through being molested, and she was like, you know what, I need closure. I really need, and I was like, you know what, it's not every day that you have to go seeking for closure. What if you go there and the person interpreted it a different way altogether? She was like, no, I need to go and confront this person. And she goes and confronts the cousin, and the cousin was like, no, we were on it together.
So it wasn't something that
and then you realize in those moments, now you come even more bruised than you were before. So it's more about, what do I want right now, and why do I want it?
I always say that certain conversations, and I've learned to have these conversations where I can come to a table and say, Bona, now I'm here. I need you to listen. I don't need any response from you. I don't need anything from you. I just need to take it out of my heart, because and that's also setting a boundary of knowing that. So let's talk about setting boundaries. You are with family now. Obviously, there's probably that one person, you find yourself acting out of character, you mess up and you are angry that you were there in the first place, right? How do we create conversation? Like, how do we create boundaries? But at the same time, how do we walk away from a situation and say, this is not for me?
Okay. Firstly, how can now, if you put something with buttons, they would want to press the button. If the button reacts and it pops up, they press it again. If the button reacts and it pops up, they press it. Same applies to us. So you realize that, like I said, it's more of going to you before going to them. What is it about me that causes this to be happening? And then in that moment, what is it about me? This is where you close the buttons. This is where you start saying, okay, fine, whatever it is, I respond. You close it up. Then one way or the other, you realize, the perpetrators and whatsoever, but every time, okay, this is where we press and this is where, and unconsciously they'll keep pressing and you keep responding. So now, before we blame everybody for pressing, go to you first. What is it about me?
My reaction.
What is it about me that wants so much validation from these people, whereby when they say this, I respond this way?
I love that, Patricia. What is it about me that seeks certain validations from certain people? Unfortunately, we are out of time, but in your closing and in just like 30 seconds of us telling, wishing us a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, can you please just add the thought of forgiveness and empathy?
Okay, so as we are heading for holidays, before you go to the rest of us, first allow you to forgive you. You can't give what you don't have. Whether it's forgiveness, it's love, it's money, you can't give what you don't have. So it's important that you allow yourself to overflow in forgiveness. Then that way it will be easy now to go and give forgiveness, because it's coming from the abundance of what you have. But if you are drained in forgiveness, one way or the other, it's going to come at a cost. It's going to look costly. So it's important that you allow yourself first to be saturated in forgiveness, to sit and say, with Patricia, because in all these traumas, you played a role, you accepted, you opened the door into accepting everything that came your way. So now you allow yourself to forgive you. So you are in a position where you can forgive the rest of us.
All right. Thank you so much, Patricia. Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
I can't wait to see you next year. Having better conversations.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and that is a conversation we have. Old wounds is something very difficult to deal with, but it always starts with you. How you're feeling is how the world will see you. But from here, let's go see what the world what's going on in the world with the news at 7.
tsana jalo ka thamallo ba go tsa metshameko ke thaletse jalo gore ha re bua ke tabe ke buisana jalo le ba Spiking Stars o ka jalo re ke sta pasela gore se heditse jalo mo maemong a bobedi mo metshamekong e ntse re tshegeditse ele ya zone 6 ya volleyball sta paseo sa Spiking Stars ne re ba bona jalo ba fengwa ke UP Maputo ba fenya jalo ka setetse tharo go elengwe meta ke tsa sebaka se ke se ka mogala jalo mokatisi wa sta paseo ke ba jalo ka re le tsipana le madume nkgonne le kae re hano a re simolle ha gongwe for most of the people bantse ba itse okay gona le Spiking Stars but when you talk volleyball you know your mafolofolos your kutlanos police BDF they always come tops. Let's talk about Spiking Stars bana ba le go rona bona go le botoka gore o itse re keng ta ke iperekele le bana
ba Totally, it was a decision that I had to make. Police, Police 6, and I just said, you know what? Let me find a team. I'll be able to just work hard with until Rensamadu. 2022. Last year we went to our first zone 6. Didn't do well, number 17. You know, but this year a very push. I thought. I think that's why I need a thing.
Yeah. What changed in a space of a year? I mean, last year Redule at the bottom of and this year you're talking about silver medalist. In a space of the year, what was the difference?
The ladies are hardworking. That they are. They put in the work, and you know they try as best as possible. I can push. Yeah. But they really work. And also just the introduction of Tracy, it unlocked that thing you know, that massive potential that you have. So she played a huge role.
Right. How do we look at team as Spiking Stars? Ke banana bontsi ja bone and re ntse re lela mo Botswana ka absence of school sport bona bana ba khonne go ba bona kae kana lona le team le khonne go ba bona kae?
I think because I think if I'm not mistaken average age should be 25. It's just that hella I would say
yeah. Now we came into zone 6, a very big stage when you talk volleyball more Southern Africa, where you had 45 teams taking part, and locally you have BDF, if I'm not mistaken, your police, your kutlanos, Lele Spiking Stars, what was your objective coming into the zone 6?
Nothing to lose. Enjoy and just do your best. That was the plan.
Yeah. Did you guys sit down and say semi-final if we can get out of the group stages?
In all honesty, there wasn't such a plan. You know, we were going to one of group stage because Pular because I mean 3 teams from Pular Dimo top 4. It wasn't easy.
Yeah. Now, Hali Bonelo, you guys got out of the group stages. You went to the quarterfinals where you faced, you know, Topazamono High Police, if I'm not mistaken, beating Police by 3 sets. What were you saying to the girls? How excited were they? I mean, for almost the whole team, with the exception of Tracy, it was the first time that, you know, they were achieving such.
You know, the quarterfinal was a huge achievement on its own. And we kept on just saying, ladies, let's just keep pushing. Let's just keep pushing. Let's just keep playing our best.
Then quarterfinals, you beat Police, go to the semi-finals, where you beat another local side, a very experienced side for that matter, Mafolo. Now you are in the finals. How was Friday night?
It was not that we DUMELA, like camp house and the ladies were really ecstatic. And After that 3-0 Amafulufulu, Ubahile boost. They were really happy.
And even at 3-0 Amafulufulu, second set, you played that set without Tracy, and the question was, how will these girls cope? And then Saturday, there you were, UP Maputo, a team it wasn't the first time Liz Jamaica, and this time around, you are in the finals against them. What was your message to the girls before the finals game?
It's what I saw reveal that. In hello ladies, let's just play our best. UP Maputo has kitty defending champion, so they are not an easy side. All we have to do is just enjoy. They were a bit nervous, especially said that, but they hence the setting when
Aruta jalo gore go yeng ka ba leng gore ba ne ba rulaganya yone metshameko ele ya zone 6 ba re metshameko e wetse ka tsela entseng jang re utlwa jalo mo the local organizing committee chairperson Brigadier Mpetsane.
Everything went well. Re tsamaile sentle, re simolotse our games on schedule. Re itumeletse gore ga bo go diragetse ka go diragetse because it was according to plan. When everything goes according to plan, wa itumela lo yana wa bona gore nya songwe tsama sentle. Me ke itumela go tle mo leng gore our team, more especially the local organizing committee, worked hard, tirelessly to try and get the games organized and properly. We had an uphill battle, like one said before, Nerale challenges are financing. Even though we have not overcome, but we have tried to do the best with what we got. But it's super hollow, they came in handy. But to see the original price that they gave us for the hall, they had to make huge cuts to be able to assist us. I think Lebo Nerbata as sponsors and their partners in this thing because they made it possible also. Me tota ke leboga botlhe ba ba nile le seabe mo thulaganyong e ya go iphakanyetsa metshameko ene yotlhe.
Katela rosta pasa UP Maputo inile jalo the champions ka go bo mme ka go bo rene re bana sta pasa Wolves go tswang ka kwa Zimbabwe nna bana the champions ha le bela jalo the individual awards ka ha le gore di tsamaile ka teng best service ka kwa the women's side inile jalo ke le bogile se khatle a tsa go stapeng sa mafolofolo me best defense inile jalo motshameko sta pasa Green Buffaloes ki ba jalo ka Sikalanda Malavo me ha ntse tsa di lebella best setter ile motshameko sta pasa UP Maputo ki ba jalo ka Luana Mario Monjani re bona jalo best attack ntse le ka go bo mme ke le motshameko sta pasa UP Maputo Angela Matrembe me best block ka go bo mme inile jalo motshameki wa sta pasa UP Maputo Joanna Simone me MVP ka go bo mme inile jalo motshameki wa sta pasa UP Maputo. They were literally dominating this individual awards ki ba jalo ka Luana me ha ya ka go bo re kwelo gore it was a battle for the two Zimbabwean teams. Best service inile jalo motshameko wa sta pasa Highlanders Msanyanda Matthew Mem best defense intele motshameko wa sta pasa Highlanders inile jalo Chidomo Mefrey ha le bella jalo best setter nila motshameko wa sta pasa Wolves ele ki bua jalo ka Kadumba Nigel me jalo best attack nile jalo motshameki wa sta pasa ne seo ele sa Wolves ki bua jalo ka Sangonga Panashe me best block ene ya go go Fenda Tagazwa ke ka ha ile gore inile jalo ka temi samiko ne me ha le bala jalo the MVP le mosamiko ile gore o tswa jalo ka Costa Pensene sa Wolves ne betswa bolo ka tsatsi la mathata but li ha re bala jalo zone 6 comparing this year's tournament and last year's tournament, how have we grown as a zone?
The zone at large? Or?
Yes, at large. Before you can go back to us as a country and judging on how we have performed.
There is growth. The style of play, the level of play has really gone up. So locally especially the competition is really, really high.
Yeah. Are you one of those people like me who are disappointed with the way we played? Well, I do get it, the system which was used. Police can actually cry and say, guys, we played 7 games, we lost 1 game, 1 out of 6 games, but we're not even playing for any medal position. They finished the 5th. Locally, how did we do, according to you, as a former volleyball player?
We could have done better, especially police. Because police has a lot of talented athletes by my national team.
Yeah.
So the results were a bit disappointing. Other teams fought well. The likes of DUMELA, Prisons, Kalavango. But no was more in all honesty. It's well because comparing last year's performance to this year. So if we have the league, I believe that by the next Zone 6,
right. Tournament in terms of rankings, Stapasa UP Maputo ke number 1, number 2 Spiking Stars ya Monogae, number 3 ke Stapasa Green Buffaloes, number 4 ke Mafolofolo ya Monogae, 5 Kutlwano ya Monogae, number 6 ke Harare City, number 7 ke Police. This is the women's category. Number 8 ni Stapasa CU2 Eagles zako Zimbabwe, number 9 BDF Elisa Monogae Prisons Lapas yako Zambia on spot number 10, number 11 VUT yako South Africa, number 12 ke Support Unit Zimbabwe, number 13 Manyame Falcons yako Zimbabwe, number 14 ke Stapasa UZ Wolves sesitswanka ko Zimbabwe, number 15 Black Mambas from Zimbabwe, number 16 in Stapasa Wolves ka ko Malawi, number 17 in Stapasa NDF Phoenix sa Namibia, number 18 in Revivals yako ko Namibia, number 19 in Stapasa Scorpions Eswatini setswa ka kwa Eswatini. Ha le bala jalo the men's category, number 1 in Stapasa Wolves go tswanka ko Zimbabwe, number 2 Highlanders ka ko Zimbabwe, number 3 Green Buffaloes ya ko Zambia, Alinkia ya ko Mozambique, na number 4, number 5 Police ya Monogae, number 6 Red Arrows, number 7 Prison Leopards, number 8 Royal Eswatini Police Service, number 9 in Stapasa Nkwazi, number 10 Support Unit, 11 Redskins, 12 NDF Raptors, 13 in Stapasa Kutlwano, number 14 Black Mambas ya Koko Zimbabwe, Max DUMELA Hezajalo on position 15, number 16 in Naufs ya Koko Lusaka, number 17 Yaros ya Monogae, number 18 in Stapasa UNZ Spiking Stars ya Borre on spot number 19, number 20 ke Prisons, 21 ke Swelazi zwanka ko Zambia, number 22 ke Stapasa LMPS ya Koko Lesotho, 23 Kalavango ya Monogae, number 24 Lesotho Defense Force, 25 BDF Mr. Pasa NCS Namibia bahetsa jalo on spot number 26. Kako go borre what was happening?
Hey, yeah.
That's
all I can say. We have a lot of work to do in order to achieve better results. In all honesty.
Yeah. My last question would be the impact yet Tracy is on your side.
Mentally, charges. Since the charger, she's a leader. She has good fighting spirit. So there we sometimes say less. Because she talks to them while battling. I can't so she's really had a great impact with me. In all honesty.
Yeah. Lee, congratulations to you and your team, and you know what, wish you all the best. Hopefully next year Zone 6 Spiking Stars have leveled it up. Thank you so much for your time.
Emma, thank you so much for having me.
Right. Spiking Stars the performance ya bone kwa metshameko yes tsangwela ile metshameko ya volleyball ele ya Zone 6. Nalwa na for the year 2024 ra khagana ka tselentse jalo thulaganyong ya Dumela Botswana Breakfast Show. We're going to be back again, or we're going to meet January 6, 2025. Let the Christmas and New Year holidays be safe, and let's come back in one piece. Kibira Karabo, Miss K. Bosena. Until next year.
Dia ngwana tsele ga ero go ke nako e leng gore ba se bodisa Botswana ba isegetsa thoko for malatsi a le 60 kana le masome a marataro tota gore e nne ne nako ya 60 days of action on crime and road accident safety campaign. Mosagompiko ke nahano le mme go tsaka ko BIHL Trust gore re bolo re bone ke eng ba bone go tshwana tota gore le ba se bodisa Botswana ba ikopanye ba le ke jalo go gasa molaetsa one kana gore ga jalo dithuto ga di ba jalo ka ipaballo tseleng mo segolo bolo mo nako e re mo gone yo ya malatsi a Keresemose. Mosagompiko ke nahano le mme go fa modimo setšhele a re bolo mme sente ke eng a bone go tshwana gore a teka kwano re to ga se jalo molaetsa wa infagedi ya ipaballo tseleng mme go fa modimo dumela.
Dumelang.
Maleteli siame.
Re teng re le.
Miss Chele. Re le bantsi re itse gore gona jalo le BIHL e le gore ke yone le gore re kopana le mo matshelong a malatsi otlhe. Mme ano mosagompiko anong mme setšhele o tswa jalo ka ko BIHL Trust. Gona mme re bua ka BIHL Trust re bua ka lekana le gore le tswa ko kae le gone gore maikelo a lona ke eng hela mo bagwimi kana mo la Botswana.
E ranya ke leboga rre ke bidwa go fa modimo setšhele jaaka o setse o boletse ke etswa ko company e bidwang BIHL Trust. BIHL Trust ke lekalana le nkareng ke la corporate social responsibility. And BIHL was born, Trust was born in 2007. E le di director tsa BIHL group during how do we give back to the society in a more meaningful way. Ebe ba bona gore ba create Botswana BIHL Trust. BIHL Group is a broad-based financial services group, and renale insurance, long-term insurance, short-term insurance, as well as asset management through the companies Botswana Life Insurance and also BFIM. The companies on its pedise, di ha BIHL Trust 1% of their post-tax profits. Madia o ke wana re tla bonra tsae be ile gore we plow it back into society.
Re thola gore ka thusa
hale re lebile different focus areas.
Masenya me a utwala nkgonne a re tsena ha mo go tsona gore the festive season is upon us. Therefore Botswana Police Service ke itse gore e na le jalo more than 60 days of action on crime and road safety campaign. Tsa ke rona no go BIHL be le tsa road safety campaign re ka rona go December a re simole jalo go ruta Batswana ka ipaballo tseleng. Why le ba BIHL Trust le bone go le botlhokwa gore le kopane le ba sepodisa Botswana gore simole jalo go no go bua jalo ka botlhokwa ja ipaballo tseleng.
Irra ha o ka lebella o tla lemoga gore life is a very important thing. Re le ba BIHL re bone gore it's very important for us gore re partner le ba Botswana Police Service to help them amplify the voice that they've been trying to amplify. It's very important for us to creating a campaign that will help the Botswana Police. For them to be able to go gasa efengele ya ka wheel.
Kana ditse gone gore ke tsa kere se se botlhokwa ke one gore re boloke jalo matshelo a batho dikotsi re di hokotse re gone jalo gore di kgolta di hokotsege ya nong I want you to, because gantsi ditse gore di campaign ke mo go teng ha o tsena ha di bite ha ema ho re le ba BIHL tebere le ho lona campaign ile jone ba se botsa Botswana le rara ka tsekana ke re le ruta Batswana kana ba ditse ba tsela ka tseleng senja.
Throughout the year, last year, December, we decided to put aside 150,000 per year to put into the campaign. It's a radio campaign, television campaign, newspaper rating, on our social media pages. We are there. Batswana a go ripa ba le mo ditseleng ka December last year re ne ra supporta BPS gore e be ile gore re tsere road yone e ntse go bua ka yone that the road thing gore re tle re ha re le ba BHL go na le di pamphlets tse ileng gore ra di ha gore re le gakolle gore le ipaballe mo ditseleng
right ke utlwa jalo gore re kganya lona e re mele thata mo ga se molaetsa kana mo education. What role do you think education and awareness plays ha re bua jalo ka di road safety initiatives and campaigns e leng gore segolo bogolo re di bua thata ka mo kgweding ya December? Why is it important for you guys to be in a position of educating and sharing this kind of information for awareness purposes this holidays?
Education is a very important thing, especially in awareness, in creating awareness. Re le ba BHL re dumela thata mo educationing. It's one of our focus areas. Re bona ele gore Motswana, you have to teach a man to fish instead of fishing for them. So ha re nna re ntse re gasa molaetsa o re dumela gore re le Batswana re le bantsi, we will internalize these messages and we will do better mo botshelong and change our behavior. So this is something se leng gore is very important to the BHL Trust gore re he ona molaetsa o
60 days of action se mozelo ka kgwedi ya November isimole ke gore ke tsa kere that's why lona ba sepulisa Botswana la ikopanya la simula jalo yone this campaign. So far, do you think Botswana or you just understand what you're trying to do? And there's still a lot of room for improvement.
I think there's still a lot of room for improvement. Me ke dumela gore last year, what we have noticed is that our messages, batho bana bao share. They were sharing our messages. So ke dumela gore there's a little bit of light that will be shared. Me ke dumela gore it's just a continuous process. E leng gore re tshwantse gore re le ba BHL tota le any other corporate really needs to take this message and re na re boeletsa go itlhela re o tsenya and internalize it as Batswana.
Ha le gore go tswang television ya gago ke na hano kana ke mo puisana tota le mme go fa modimo setšhele ene o tswa jalo ka go BHL Trust ene ke the assistant executive gona ka go re bua jalo ka ganya 60 days of action on crime and road accident safety campaign gore ke tsa ke ditse jalo ka kgwedi ya November e hela jalo ka kgwedi ya Sedimonthole e ta go Bokhutong mme ga re ntse le gone ho gona re bua jalo ka dikgakolo tse le gore la di emphasize in this campaign se le ba BHL gore gona mme ke zo ba sepodisi ba bua gore se tsene mo koleng ono le ha o tola pile pheka koloi kana ke re ntsha koloi mo tseleng jalo o hokotse jalo le tsapa lona ba BHL le gatella le reng gone ho kana what other important advices do you have during this campaign?
There are cardinal rules.
They are.
There are cardinal rules in road safety. Wear a seat belt. It's important for you to wear a seat belt. Make sure that all your kids have a seat belt on as well. It's important let's not drive fatigued. How we could like pile hela pecker on the side and then just we get
madriver mabar ba itsepa motho ta ba gore a renyana langa la ke sa robala ke a tsa ke a maung ke a gore ka gore ke itsepa and unfortunately you are putting your life in danger as well as other road users.
This is where the problem is. Ka gore re hella re o tsela mo tseleng re hella re la pile hela jalo. I think it's important as well to avoid drinking and driving. Right, so gore gona le a big issue on drugs and alcohol in our country. But I think it's important ole mo to hela gore o ikgakolle hela o nne le segakolodi seo sa gore nya gompieno nte ke itshware ke tla di bona go pele so it's important for us to always remind ourselves
mesele pele ga ke go golla tota gore o tsamaye a gore he jalo mahako a go a bohelo e le one mahago wa letsatsi kana mahako le gore re ta tswela gape le go re itella go ba go duma gona gore ba gaetso re le ba kana le ba BHL le batla gore Batswana ba ithute eng from this road safety campaign le gore le tshwanetse le ba sepodisa Botswana e le one mahako a go a bohelo for go tswela puisano a rona.
Thank you. Botswana police re statistics tsa last year bare over 15,000 people lost their lives due to road traffic accidents. Jano, this is a concerning number. Imagine 15,000 people is a lot of people. And then 15 people means a father is gone, a mother is gone, a person who's a productive member of the society is gone.
A family has lost
a person. So statistics are not just numbers. They represent lives. They represent they represent members of the community. So for us, it was very important gore re bone gore a re tsene re thuse ba Botswana police re ba thuse to amplify this message so that the Botswana can really hear, and we are hoping that it will be that way. Botswana police is doing a wonderful job.
Wonderful job, yeah.
I think it's important for us corporates to stand behind them and help them gore ba ntshe molaetsa o
All right, I actually love this because lele ba BHL is for gone mme ka re batho ba di product tsa di insurance ha re batla go tsela batho madi hela, you actually trying to preserve their lives because ha sola rata ba ofisina di tsela go dira claim it's actually you trying to preserve their lives so that la ba ta dira claim yalo mme bo itse nya mme batho di BHL has done all they can to save our lives. So thank you very much to you and the good people of BHL. Ke sa ke ta kopana gape during the week just to make sure that ra ga sa moletso go iteleng gore we are all alive and ready to leave for 2025. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All right. Ele jalo me go ifa go fa modimo sele out at BHL Trust re bua jalo ka yone khanyo ya the 60 days of action on crime and road safety campaign. Tlo nya rona ya tsole ka nta bokhuto tota ja ka ne le pusana rabo bidile gore ene hela teke go bitsa jalo kgetsere ke lala to go bola jalo go tsela go la mosupolo go le tsamile ka tseleng tsa pele ga re go laela. The 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. Home Piokorari is the 60 days of action against crime and road safety campaign. This holidays try and do all the basics of the point as well. 2025 ka tsela e isa me pisana me le me go fa modimo sele out at BHL re bua jalo ka yone the road safety campaign that are carrying out le bas police sa Botswana. It's campaigns and campaigns because it is that season because
you know how Brian I'm thinking about how my dad has always been on my case gore how thanya phakela o bula koloi o simolla o checka gore a gona le metsi a checka oil, and you know those are the things that you'd underestimate but they are the biggest difference in your life.
Exactly. And you know what, one thing that I've realized about drivers, the driver more trust and it's just like that. But never believe you can drive under the influence of alcohol or la pile. No.
Because
I can like I said, why trust you, but when you are under the influence, it's a big no.
Yeah, because there's a lot of other drivers. I always say you can trust yourself, but you will never know what's happening in the roads around you. A lot of things can happen, especially we must be very, very, very careful as we enter our roads. So if we're traveling long distances, make sure that we're our highways are not meant for you 180 kilometers per hour. I'm always shocked. But otherwise, stay safe on the roads, and we want to see you back here. And of course, as we are heading back home, we will be trying to heal from old wounds.
Yeah, we're trying to mend those relationships.
One thing I learned or I heard very well from our transformational coach, Patricia, what do you want before you go to somebody? Go with intention. And most of the intention is don't expect for a Benny or don't karava.
Exactly.
So you must come and look within yourself and know what you want and then build those boundaries. So nobody offends you.
Exactly.
You know, so make sure that we are also kind to each other.
And before I let you go, because it's your last day here, I want you to take a minute and give us a Christmas message and a new message. Because therefore, give it to us. Give it to us.
No, of course, as we end up or wind up the year of 2024, from me, I just want to say that we've learned so much about being kind and how to extend a helping hand to the next person. Just when you see your families, just say, you know what? I am happy that I'm here. I'm happy that we can spread love to each other and do spread that love, do spread that kindness. From me, I just want to say Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year to you. We'll be back again next year and we're hoping to grow bigger and better together as a country, together as friends, together as family.
Definitely grow bigger and better as friends and family. Thank you very much, Shala. It's been a wonderful year doing this with you and I cannot wait for 2025.
2025 is going to be bigger.
It's going to be bigger and better, most definitely. leboga maswika ta go para pe mo tsatsing la ka moso jaaka tebe ke na le tsala ya me e nngwe gape LB.
All right, I'm sure LB will tell you about the whole concert that she went to. And from me, Naledi Lala Tapa, I'd love to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you.
The Morning Show is proudly brought to you by Botswana Post. Rise and shine.